Street families, which, as some of you probably know too well,
Folks, was
It's
the deal?
it's Friday night, and we all know what that means. Sorry, Mr. Jacobs, take it away.
Anyway, thank you for the introduction, Chris. Folks, what's the deal? Welcome to another Rampage reaction here in the All Elite Zone. Got Chris Downs over here. I'm your man, the five-star man, Mr. Jacobs. Let's get it on. Let's see what's going down tonight, man. I'm excited for this episode. How about you, Chris?
Oh yes, it's we got ourselves I think 3 or 4 matches tonight,
Yeah, I believe so.
and I do apologize to you, Mr. Jacobs, for interrupting. I mean, it's just that usually introduction comes up first. Then when it goes to us, I usually
That's no big deal. No big deal at all. All right, now we actually have an entrance. We actually have an intro to the show. It's not going right into the match. I'm so used to it going right into the match.
yeah,
The Jericho on commentary, I think he is.
and they're
We got
still
Orange coming
normally
out first.
yeah.
The great state of Texas.
Home of the Von Erichs too.
Yes, sir. Damn right. I actually can't wait to watch that movie. The Iron Claw. It's gonna be. Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Can't wait to see what the Von Erichs are going to look like in AEW tonight.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot all about that. That's yeah.
I never got to see the Von Erichs. I'm sorry. I never got to see the Von Erichs in wrestling though. I did see them in TNA and Impact Wrestling back in 2014 when they had the Slammiversary event.
Yeah.
But now here they are making their AEW, probably their debut and possibly only debut.
Well, you never know. I mean, you never know what Tony might think. You might want to keep him around.
Yeah, but still,
I love Danhausen with the hat. I love that hat. Gotta love that hat. Yeah, I've got the Von Erich. They're right. That last name is Texas, man. That's I mean, there was a time where the Von Erichs were bigger than God in Texas. Like no lie. They were rock stars. They're uncles, of course. I think it's Kevin's the last one, the last remaining brother, I believe. Isn't he? Chris?
well, I'm watching. Well, I don't know if you're ahead of me or we're both at the same time, but these guys are. I mean, I don't know. They're second generation stars or third generation stars. I think it's third generation, right?
Third generation, yeah.
Because the first one was Fritz von Erich.
Yeah. And I believe Kevin's their father, right? He's the only one that's alive. I think
Out
so.
of the what 3 or 4 brothers, I think.
Out of the Von Erichs, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and even though they have some up and downs, hard times, and all that, and but still, the Von Erich name will still live on in professional wrestling, even in Texas.
Absolutely. It's gonna always live on in Texas. I mean, they're a staple in Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, you talk.
So
You mentioned wrestling in Texas. You're not. You can't go without hearing the Von Erichs. So
yeah, and we also know who lives in Texas, and he is the Texas Rattlesnake. Well,
that's
even though he's
true.
not in AEW, but
Yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin does live in Texas. That's true.
yeah.
Jason, hey, what's going on? Oi, good day.
How's it going? How's it going, Jason? Mate from Australia.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Yeah. Well,
James, how you doing, man? Thank you for joining us, James.
yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Well, looks like it's just gonna be you and me on the podcast tonight. I guess Connor must be having some what's the word? Business to take care of.
It seems to be that way, but we're gonna focus on the matches tonight. Now, tell me, what are you looking forward to? Which matches are you looking forward to, Chris?
As of right now, I'm looking to see the third generation stars, the Von Erichs, Ross and Marshall. I wonder what their version of the claw is gonna look like. Kind of like their father, Kevin, and the brother and their uncles too, I guess.
It's got to be the same claw. You can't make the claw any different.
Yeah.
It's going
It
pretty well, Mason. Thanks for asking.
yeah, going good too. Thank Jason Miller? Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that crowd, man, is going nuts right now. Guess
Oh
the
boy,
Von-
here I I thought Marshall was going straight for the Iron Claw, but looks like that didn't work out.
Not yet.
Do you think it's going to be Jake Hager versus Danhausen one day for the hat?
I hope so. That'll be a fun match. I wouldn't mind watching that, honestly. I mean,
You know what they ought
you
to put
gotta
on
have
their
some
me?
fun with it.
You know what they put on their memes? They should put the custody of the purple hat ladder match.
That's not a bad idea, actually. That'd be pretty goofy and funny. I would not mind watching that.
Yeah, to see who really wants to keep the hat.
Jason says I'm excited for Red Velvet versus Anna Jay. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm kind of hyped for that match too. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I like the style differential though. I like how they have different styles and how they just mesh. I enjoy that. That's one of the best
Oh,
things about AEW, I think.
yeah. I wonder what's. I wonder if Kevin Vaughn. I wonder if their dad's going to be out there tonight.
Well, I'm sure he's backstage. I'm not sure he's gonna make an appearance on screen.
We're gonna have to find that out, though. I mean, I know. I don't know if I should say this or not. I know it's tape, but as you said, Mr. Jacobs, as you always tell me, no spoilers.
That's right. See, you
But
got it. You got it.
but don't worry. But don't worry. I don't know who won or who lost. So, and I didn't look at the internet. So, no.
Good. I mean, that's the worst thing you can do as a fan. If you know that it's taped and you go look for the spoilers. To me, I like to watch it unfold. I like to watch the story unfold. I don't like to go looking for, what happened on the tape shows. I mean, that kind of spoils it for me.
Yeah, that's or as they call it, tape delays.
Yeah.
Like for an example, SmackDown on they tape on earlier when SmackDown was around in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
First day, tape on Tuesday, and they show it on Thursday nights.
Yeah. Yeah. They
And I
still
was
do
at
that,
work.
I think. Well, not anymore. I think it's live now. So
Indeed. I wasn't. I was a part of the SmackDown though. That was also my first event. In case anyone hasn't noticed, go to the stream back last May where me and Connor did the May 23rd, 2002 edition of Watch Along.
yeah, that's a good memory on you, man.
And we all know it's in honor of AEW House Show. Well, House Rules come to Tupelo that June 2nd.
Yeah, that's true. I've totally forgot that they were going there. I totally forgot about it.
I can't believe they cancel all the House Rules and now they put in, as we all know, Saturday Night Collision
Yeah.
or SNC for short.
I mean, I don't know. I like the idea of collision. I like the idea of the workers getting work. I'm all about you know the ones that don't get a lot of TV time getting TV time. You know, because I mean I've said this before. There are people back there standing around in their gear, not doing anything, and I think now there's different avenues, different shows that you can put these people on and have them have their screen time. And like I said, I mean
Indeed.
that's like the most important thing if you're in that business is to get that screen time. That's like gold, you know.
That's right. That's right, Mr. Jacobs.
Oh, damn.
Ha-
That's a lot of weight going through there.
Yeah.
Jason said 2 year anniversary show was really good. Thank you, Jason. It was
Yeah.
fun. It was pretty fun going down memory lane.
Yeah. Memory lanes, including the parts where they have to, including the parts where Connor and Adam have to show some of the my comedian days.
Oh, good question, Jason. Question for both of you. What do you think Tony Khan needs to do better with AEW? Good question. I'm gonna let you go first on this one, Chris.
Oh boy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything about the booking situations and all that. But all I can say is that I'm probably gonna have to say MJF needs to be stripped from the championship, or at least lose the championship to somebody else.
I knew you were gonna say that. I had a feeling you were gonna say something like that.
Well, that or
Oh,
they. Oh, fix. Oh,
Eric's got it.
so your turn, Mr. Jacobs.
Okay, well, I've been thinking about this actually a lot, and I think one thing that can help is I said this last night is to put together a women's division that's tag team. I think I think he's alienating a lot of fans by not having that because there are fans out there that genuinely want to see women's tag team wrestling. And I mean, if you're not giving them women's tag team wrestling, they're going to go where it's at. You know, where ergo, WWE. I mean, say what you want about WWE, but they have a solid women's tag team division. That's what I think AEW needs to have a tag team division with tag team titles.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
There
I'm
he
sorry.
is. There he is.
There he is, the father and the only survivor.
Yep, the last one standing. But yeah, another thing I think that needs to happen in AEW is I think they need to put more focus on a lot of these. Oh, there you go, the claw. We got the claw. All right, I had to pause on that one. The claw, legendary move. My uncle used to put me in the claw all the damn time when I was a kid. No lie, hurt like hell. But anyway, but yeah, another thing I think that can help with AEW is I think with a lot of the backstage politics, I think that needs to be put to rest. I don't think that the fans need to know all about the backstage arguments and politics. I think that when you do that, fans will start caring more about what's going on backstage than what's going on in the actual show, and that's not good, you know. So those are my two gripes right there. Is just to leave the politics out and bring in a women's tag team division with some titles. I mean, come on.
Man, this is a good moment right there.
That is.
Kevin Von Erich, even though he's not a good, even though he's, I don't know if he's still, I don't know if he's retired or not, but he still got it.
Yeah, he's retired. Yeah, he's retired.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember at Slammiversary, I was watching the clip and he was jumping off the ropes, jumping on one of the wrestlers to the Iron Claw.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can do that anymore since it's been like what 5 or 6 years.
Right. Ghost Blade, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in with us. Sweet name.
Yeah, Ghost Blade. I
Yeah,
wonder if
man. I'm
Tony
happy to
Khan.
see the Von Erichs tonight, though.
Yeah, I wonder if Tony Khan's gonna consider signing the Von Erichs.
Why not? You know, it couldn't hurt having some Von Erichs on your team. I mean, Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm biased because I'm a Texas boy, but I'm saying you can't go wrong
Oh
with
yeah,
the Von
you're
Erich.
from you're from Garland, Texas, if I'm correct.
No, not Garland. Not from Garland, but I'm
Dallas.
from Texas. I'm not just. I'm not going to dox myself right now, even though I don't live
Oh,
there anymore.
oh, sorry. Maybe I shouldn't say that. My bad. Anyway,
But let's just say that I was lived in Texas for half my life. So yeah.
that's true. Oh, let's see.
Who's this coming? Oh, okay. That's lethal. Oh, speaking of Von Erichs, I am totally excited. I was just talking about that earlier when we just started. I cannot wait to see the movie. Honestly, I've been following the Von Erichs for years. I've been
Um,
studying them. I have studied. I have been looking over a lot of things that they have done in the past. I mean, you can say I've become a historian of the Von Erichs. I mean, so yeah, I am so excited to see this movie. How about you, Chris?
um, the Iron Claw. Well, I mean, I know it's a good wrestling film about the life and history of the Von Erichs, but well, I'm not. I'm sorry I have to say this to everyone out there, but I'm not all that interested in the Iron Claw.
You not? I thought you said you were.
Well,
You just
well,
said you wanted to see the movie. Now you saying you're not interested?
uh, I mean, I don't know.
Chris, you're killing me.
I don't know, Mr. Jacobs. All I do know is though that I'm not. I mean, the
Oh, I get it. You don't want to see MJF in the movie. I get it.
well, it's not that. Well, that and also I just don't know anything about the Von Erichs though. I wasn't there though when
You don't have to be.
in the history books and all that. I remember
That's the
they had
point.
this.
Maybe you can watch the movie and learn.
Yeah, I know they were in WCCW World Class Championship Wrestling in the
Yeah, that
Dallas
was their
Ford
company.
Auditorium.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that was their
I know,
company.
I'm overspeaking.
No, I'm saying that you don't have to know the history of the Von Erichs. I mean, you can go watch the movie and you can learn, or you can do your own research on on the internet. I mean, YouTube it, Google it. I mean, just because you don't know a lot about them doesn't mean you shouldn't see it. I mean, as a wrestling fan, I feel
But
like that's one of the things that'd be really great to see as a wrestling fan.
well, it does feature one of the Disney actors, Zac Efron.
Oh God, yeah.
Well, I know, I don't, I know. I'm not trying to. I mean, ah, jeez.
Well, you're fine, man. I don't know.
The
I've
only
just
thing I
never
remember
been
Zac
into that.
Efron from was from 17 again.
I thought he was
But
pretty funny in Baywatch. That was funny with him and The Rock.
oh yeah, he was on Baywatch with Dwayne Johnson, or as you said, The Rock.
Yeah, I thought he was actually pretty funny in that movie. And I'm not even a fan of his, but I thought he was pretty funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing wrong with wanting to learn history. See,
I
exactly. Great point, Ghostblade. Great point.
I agree. Well, even though you guys are talking to me about it, but I agree. I'll see the movie. I mean, I did see the resurrection of Jake the Snake.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty good. I enjoyed that.
It made me want to cry a little bit at the end when, and I remember when Jake the Snake came back to the WWE for the first time in like what,
Mhm.
probably about 10 years. That
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. How many different movies does Zach have to escape from Disney? That's a good question. I don't think you
I'm
can ever escape Disney. They're always going to have the grasp on you. They're damn near on everything now. Good question, though.
yeah,
Mark, what's up, man?
yeah. What's going on, Mark?
Just wanted to hop on and say Yuta sucks.
Oh boy.
He doesn't like Yuta. That's fine. Not Yuta's not everybody's cup of tea. He just popped in just to say that he sucks. That's hilarious.
Is he talking about AEW's Willer Yuta, right?
Yeah. I guess he's not a fan.
Yep.
Disney had got Zack in the Iron Claw.
I don't know if that's true or what.
Ghostblade with the jokes tonight. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Well,
The Disney factory. I mean, you never notice how people that come out of Disney end up fucked up. You never notice that?
oh boy.
What? I'm being honest. That happens. Every other person that's gone through Disney has come out worse. A lot of them.
Like the twins from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Good example. I mean, there's many you can name going down the line of people that came out of the Disney factory that are worse off than they were when they were kids. But that's another story.
Right. Oh, great! Not that painting again. That is not a good thing.
That's hilarious.
Well, that is. What are they? That is not good for the father. I mean, I'm not trying to. I know this is a wrestling program, but I'll say this quickly. That is not going to be good for the father and son upstairs looking at that picture.
Well, you don't think they can take a joke?
Oh,
you don't think
well,
the big God has a sense of humor? He created platypus, dude.
I'm not a big fan of MJF, but I'm not a big fan of Don Callis either.
I'm not a fan of Don either, but I think he's a good heel manager. He reminds me a lot of Bobby the Brain.
And a heel authority figure.
Yeah, he reminds me a lot of Bobby the Brain without the sense of humor.
The only thing I remember about Don Callis was he was played as the Jackal, the vice president. Oh, and he was the virus of Extreme Championship Wrestling.
Ghostblade says, I'm lost on wrestling for the last 4 years. I mostly attended indie events, so most of what you're getting from me is jokes and reference. I know, I get that. Coming up with the jokes, man, I dig it. When the chat has a sense of humor, man, that makes it all worthwhile.
Oh God! Somebody get Don Callis out of the wrestling world.
Did you see that Dave Chappelle? Somebody had a Dave Chappelle head. I just saw that. one of those cutout heads you can hold. It's Dave Chappelle. I just noticed it. I know I'm not crazy. I know I'm the only person that saw it.
Don Callis still got that scar on his head from last year, if I'm correct.
Yeah,
this is this
still
year.
selling it. Don talks too much. He talks way too much. That's what. If you ever watch, you watch Botchamania? You ever seen that?
Botchamania? Oh yeah. I've seen that.
That's what's reminding me of him. I mean, he's
they
reminding me
of
that
number one, and I think
talk too much.
They're at number one, all the way up to what, 300 right now? 400?
Yeah. Don Callis is talking way too much. I do agree.
He talks too much. He's just
MJF
a callous
stands
flapper.
for MJF equals major jobbing fan.
Oh boy.
Man, Ghostblade with the jokes tonight, man. Once again, Ghostblade, I respect MJF, but I had to say this. I understand. Totally understand. Roy, what's up, Roy? What did Yuta do? I don't know. Mark just doesn't like Yuta at all. I'm not sure why. He's just not a fan. I don't like Hulk Hogan, so I mean, to each his own. I think Hulk Hogan's a piece of trash, but People out there worship the guy. So to each his own. Is it me or is Don talking way too much right now? I mean, oh my gosh, shut up. Roy, once again, I can't get into the new ROH stuff. You know what? I can understand that. I can totally understand that, and it's a bit hard for me to get into it too. But I still watch it and stuff. But I'm not as into it as I am AEW and the WWE. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's not my ROH. You know what I'm saying? It's not my ROH that I grew up watching and stuff. It's like the EC. It's like the WWE version of ECW. It's not. It's just like a shell of her former self, and it's hard for me to get into it as well. So I totally identify with that, Roy. Totally. What are your thoughts on that, Chris?
Huh?
Sid, what are your thoughts on that? Roy says that he can't get into the new ROH stuff. What do you say about that?
Well, I don't know anything about the ROH though, except I know it's called Ring of Honor. It's I know one of the rules is handshakes before and after the match.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, so I know there's a lot of stars from who are formerly, or as they call it, Ring of Honor alumni, like Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, or El Green. What's
El
Sami
Generico.
Zayn's alter ego? The Masked Man?
El Generico.
That's the one. And there's Christopher Daniels. He's still with ROH as of right now. Well, AEW/ROH.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bryan Danielson still. So yeah. I know there's a lot of ROH stars are going to be coming in and coming out, and sometimes trying to figure out. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Chris. No, you go ahead. I'm sorry.
Ring of Honor, and I just hope that one day they could become the next. I don't know if I should say this, but as Brock Lesnar's the next big thing in professional wrestling.
You know, honestly speaking, I think done the right way, ROH can be something huge. Done the right way and ran the right way. But I agree with Roy. I mean, it's kind of hard for me to get into the new stuff. I'm so used to the old school ROH, and I see now. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's great competitors in the new version of ROH. There's great competitors. No lie about that. But I think to me, as far as the presentation and stories and stuff like that, I think to me it's kind of that kind of fell off for me. And that's not even to the detriment of the workers or the wrestlers. It's not even their fault. It's the movers and shakers in the back, people backstage. It's not. I don't blame any of that stuff on the people in the ring. It's not their fault. It's they're going there and doing their job. I put all this on creative and on the big man on the big man sitting on his throne. That's what I put this all
on. But still, let me see. Yeah, ROH. It's like well, when WWE has their own developmental territories, they got like OVW.
Yeah, OVW. I thought that was WWE.
Well, it was until OVW and WWE decided to, separate ways.
Oh, okay.
Later on.
I thought they were still affiliated.
Not anymore. Well, they were there in the early days, but later on they just,
Because I remember Al Snow was the head trainer.
Yeah. Head.
Yeah, you got that's what you did there. That's what you did there, Chris.
But still, I mean, I don't know. I mean, ROH, OVW, WWE, AEW, ECW, WCW, you name it. Any promotions, I mean, that are good, not good, whatever. I don't know.
I mean, like I said, I think ROH, the new ROH, has the potential to be something great. I think it does. I mean, they have the star power. They have solid workers there. like I said, it's just on the back. It's just the people. It's just the people in the back running the show. It's on them, not the workers.
The only oh yeah, I almost forgot. The only person in ROH who is alumni and he is with WWE for the first time in 10 years, that man or that now superstar CM Punk.
And Seth as well. Seth Rollins was there. That's where they had their long history from. They were both in early ROH.
Yeah,
Seth was going under a different name. I think it was Tyler Black. Is
Tyler
that what it was?
Black.
Yeah, but yeah, he was Tyler Black at that time, and see him and CM Punk had a rivalry even back then. So I mean, they don't like each other on like a real personal level. It's become kind of a work shoot kind of thing with those two.
Yeah, when Seth Rollins came into the WWE first as the Shield, he did help Seth Rollins. Well, technically he, as the storyline goes, he just helped CM Punk a little bit though at a time, and CM Punk, as he says, he had nothing to do with it, with the Shield being interfering in his matches.
Mm-hmm. Well, according to Punk, he's the one that created the Shield.
So we'll never know if CM Punk and the Shield really work together, or it's just what I don't know.
I mean, there's a handful of people that know the answer to that, and they're not speaking. So, Ghostblade in 2008, 2018, excuse me, a wrestler from my indie scene got signed to ROH. Name was Dan Math. Okay, that name does sound familiar. Yeah, I know the name. I know that name.
Dan Maff.
That name does sound familiar, and I probably have seen him. Let's remind everybody out there that if you have subscribed yet, please do so. We have, of course, the Rampage reaction that we're doing tonight. We have Dynamite. We have Talking Elite. We have AZ Canada, Collision. We have special guest interviews. Yeah, we do the damn thing on this channel. So if you have subscribed yet, please do so. We got some pretty cool interviews lined up for the future. So yeah, I'm not speaking on who's going to be because I don't think Connor wants me to say it out loud. But it's good. It's going to be pretty cool. So tune in.
Yeah. Anyway.
Thank you, Ghostblade. Thank you, Ghostblade. You rock, man.
So I guess now we got ourselves a new subscriber.
Yes, sir. I got a question for you, Chris. What do you think? What would you say was probably the best interview we've done?
Say that last part again.
What do you think is probably one of the best interviews that we've done?
As I said last night,
you can't say Ahmed Johnson because you got him.
Okay, so he's my first. Okay, so that's the first. So my second, I would have to say Buddy Matthews because, it's just that I did ask him some questions like, how did he feel coming back home to his, home country during his match against Cedric Alexander at Super Showdown?
Yeah.
And does he know any actors, Australian actors like Nathan Jones? But he said he doesn't know any of them.
Oh yeah, you did ask that. I remember. Yeah, shout out to Buddy, man.
Buddy Matthews, and also according to my mother, he does. And I know Buddy Matthews is a married man. Well, I don't know if he's married or not legally yet, but my mom's got a crush on him. Well, not anymore, but had a crush on him.
Oh yeah. That's right. You did say that. He didn't believe you. You said that your mom was a huge fan of his, and he didn't believe you. Like, why was that? Why would that be out of the realm of possibility that his mom is a fan?
I don't. My mom. I can't take personal things about my mother and all that. So that's let's shove that out the door.
Nobody saying anything personal about her.
Well,
I was just saying how you had told him that your mom was a fan and he didn't believe you. I thought that was funny.
Oh yeah, a fan. Yeah, she is a fan of Buddy Matthews when he was in WWE, but now since he's in AEW, Mom just went. Well, not anymore.
Oh, Nathan Jones was in Never Break. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, yeah, he was with I think Michael J. White.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I'm not
Australian
a fan of
again.
his acting either. So,
What? Nathan Jones not a good actor? You said
well, I don't think so. I mean,
he did. He
and
did
apparently, I'm
play.
not the only person that thinks that.
Well, he did play in The Condemned with Steve Austin.
Yeah, he did that. And let's just go ahead and say it. Steve Austin is a much better actor than Nathan Jones. I mean, let's be real.
Or Bill Goldberg. I don't know. I don't know if Bill Goldberg's a good actor. What would you think?
No, he's not. He's. I don't think he's a good actor. I mean, I think he's good for like. Have you ever seen that movie when he was the evil Santa Claus? He's good for stuff like that because he's big and menacing, and doesn't have many lines. I mean, but he's not really acting. He's just being physical most of the time. So
Oh, you're
I don't
talking
know.
about like what about The Longest Yard, the 2005 remake? He was on that show. He was on the movie,
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that either. I mean, I love the movie. I just wasn't a fan of Goldberg in the movie.
right?
I don't know. I see that's the thing. I don't want people to think that I hate Goldberg. I don't. I thought he was cool for the time. At that time, he was a badass. But it's like, come on, dude, I'm over it. I get it. He's Goldberg. He's badass. Okay, move on. And I don't know. That's just me. I just got tired of seeing him on my screen, and I know for a fact I'm not the only fan that feels that way. I mean, when that music comes on, that doom, 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 I'm like, oh God, what are you doing here? That's my first reaction because I'm like, I get it, dude. You Goldberg, you badass. Later, okay, your time is has up. We get it. But that's just my opinion on Goldberg. But I will say this: I'm a more of a fan of Goldberg than I ever will be of Hulk Hogan. So make of that what you will.
Yeah. So yeah,
And there you go, Ghostblade. Great Khali. He was funny as hell in the movie. I enjoyed him in the movie. He was great.
yeah. That was probably his. I don't know. That was probably his first acting date. His first acting before he joined the WWE.
I think he might have done some stuff overseas, but I could be wrong about that.
I mean, I mean, uh, yeah, the Great Khali. Yeah, he didn't speak. I mean, I remember during one of the behind the scenes on DVD, he did not speak any English during they were teaching him English, so they had to subtitle it during some of the movies.
Whoa, Kyle Fletcher is the new ROH champ, TV champ. Okay, nothing wrong with that.
Oh man, he already spoiled. Well, he didn't spoil tonight's show. He spoiled the
What's
super.
going on
Oh
right now?
yeah, it's a super card show. Yeah, I forgot about that. Or is it
Yeah,
Final Battle?
it's the final battle, I think.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Final Battle is tonight.
Yeah, he was also in the film MacGruber. Yeah, that's true. MacGruber's a funny ass movie. If any of y'all have never seen it, check it out. It's hilarious. Got the Big Show, got Jericho, got who else is in it? I forget who else. But they all well, I ain't gonna spoil it for you. I was just about to spoil this on it, but if you want to go see it, yeah, you go see it. It's hilarious.
McGrubber. That sounds like MacGyver, but different.
It is. It was a spoof on MacGyver. It's MacGruber.
Or what do they
It was a
call it?
Saturday. It was a Saturday Night Live sketch that they did that they made into a movie.
Oh, kind of like they did like oh jeez, what they
Night
did
at
a
Roxbury's. There's a lot of SNL movies.
well that's yeah.
The Blues Brothers.
I remember that. But anyway,
Yeah, I recommend MacGruber. It's a pretty funny movie.
I thought McGrubber is like a TV
Gruber.
show.
That's MacGyver. MacGruber is a spoof. It makes fun of MacGyver in a satirical way.
Oh,
And the thing about MacGyver is that he can fix anything. He can whip anything. He can save the day. MacGruber, every sketch he messes stuff up and he ends up blowing himself up.
Ouch.
That was the funny part about the sketch.
Well, in a good way, as
Blues Brothers. Yes, sir. Me too. I'm with you on that one, Ghost Blade.
yeah.
And I just watched the Blues Brothers 2000 not too long ago. So yeah.
The only Blues Brothers that I remember is on is on Drake and Josh when they did the episode. I think it's called Blues Brothers, and they did Soul Man at the end of the show, at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
They never show that episode again because it's copyrights to the Blue Brothers and all that.
Well, I think I'm trying to remember I think the copyrights to the whole
That's
thing.
what I
I
said.
mean,
Copyrights.
the song itself, they didn't make the song. They were I'm trying to remember who actually sung the song. I'm forgetting. I should know this, but they're doing the cover of it, and you're right. There was a whole thing about copyrights and stuff, and so they couldn't do it
Like
anymore.
well, I know and like an episode on Drake and Josh where like the episode where Gary Coleman was on there, they took that episode off.
Mm-hmm. The grouper is basically the same category as Spaceballs. Yes, exactly. It's just like Spaceballs, pretty much. It makes fun of itself.
Like
Yeah,
Spaceballs into Star Wars first, then they do a spoof movie called Spaceballs.
exactly. That's what MacGruber was to MacGyver. MacGyver was the TV show that, and MacGruber was the sketch on SNL that was making fun of MacGyver.
Yep. Well, here we go. Top Flight reunite for the first time in a few weeks, few months.
Yes. Jason says, I wish ROH PPVs were like this, that was like this every week." I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Weekly show, like their weekly show. Yeah. You know what? I think that it could be like that. Like I said earlier, it's not on the fault of the workers. You got to point the blame to the people backstage during the show. So yeah, I agree with you on that, Jason. Totally.
Yeah, indeed.
All right, top flight, baby. Let's go.
I wonder what happened to Ray Phoenix. Is he injured or something? I forgot.
Probably. I mean, it's probably the guy gets injured like all the time. He's very injury prone. It sucks to say that, but it's true. As much of a talent as much of a talent as he is, I think that his style of wrestling is what gets him hurt. His style, and he's not going to change up his style. I mean, that's just what he does. I
And
think
uh
you know.
and uh and Penta, he's wearing. It's not even Christmas is already over with. Halloween's already over with, and he's wearing a Halloween costume. Well, Halloween colors.
Penta look badass, man. No matter what he wears, it's so cool.
I wonder how he wears the
And it matches
Christmas.
the back. It matches the Titantron or the screen and stuff. It matches everything.
Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna dress up a Christmas version of it though. I think he wore that before, didn't he?
I don't know.
Well,
Probably.
not the. The Christmas colors is like Mexican colors, but the flag of Mexico.
Yeah, Ghost Blade. I live in the movie world, so if you ever want to hear behind the scenes stories, I'll be your. I always love a good behind the scenes story.
Yep. What about
Like you ever hear the story about Steven Seagal being choked out and shitting himself on set?
or what about the Scorpion King? The Scorpion King where the Rock did punch physically to Michael Clark Duncan off.
Yeah, that happens all the time. Movie making that always happens.
Yeah. Whether it's for real or accidental.
I'm trying to
Like
remember the name of the guy. Gene LaBelle, that's his name. Gene LaBelle was a stunt coordinator on a movie that Steven Seagal was doing. And Steven Seagal was all like, he was Mr. Badass on the set. He was like, bet you can't put me in a sleeper or something like that. He's like, I bet you I can get out of it. Put me in a chokehold and I'll get out of it. And Gene was like, okay. And so Gene puts him in the chokehold. And of course, Seagal is trying to get out of it, trying to weasel out of it. And then this is Gene's words. This is Gene LaBelle's words. I guess Steve got tired and he just fell asleep. And then I guess he got to go to the bathroom, so he just went right there.
Whoa.
True story, folks. True story. Steven Seagal is not the badass that you think he is.
Whoa. That's some good moves from Commander and Dante Martin.
And this is how I could tie this all back to wrestling. Gene LaBelle is the creator of the LaBelle lock, which Brian Danielson does. He's the creator of that lock. There you go.
Oh.
Connor had an event to go to tonight, so we are here doing the show. The show must go on, as they say. But yeah, Connor, he's having a blast. He went to a little event tonight, so yeah.
Well, I'll just say this. I didn't know. But back to the show.
Look at this fast pace out the gate.
Speaking
Oh,
yeah. Speaking
Go
of
ahead.
since the match is going on, Penta El Zero Mero, has anyone ever remember one of Glenn Jacobs or Kane's alter egos in Memphis Wrestling called the Christmas Creature?
Yes, I do remember that. Damn it, I'm old. I remember that. I've seen that. It was probably the most ridiculous character ever, but it was funny.
Yeah. I actually did. Hold on. I actually did do. Oh,
Nope, he's another Steven Seagal fact. Steven Seagal is actually Sean Connery's stunt coordinator. Yeah, I did know that actually. All right, go ahead, Chris. What were you saying?
oh, geez. I remember I didn't create the Christmas Creature, but I did do. On last year's WWE video game 2K22, I created the exact version, or the exact version of the Christmas Creature.
Cool.
but not like with everything, the decorations and all that though.
Right.
It's more like Penta El Zero, but all the body's been covered up. I even did his
I got
eyes
you.
though in Christmas colors.
Sweet.
Yeah, kind of like that. And but I couldn't call him the Christmas Creature, so I had to call him Jacobs, like Glenn Jacobs. That's
Mhm.
Kane's real name.
Yeah,
Or
Glenn Jacobs. Yeah.
or in Knox County, Tennessee, Mayor Jacobs.
Right. Don't you forget it. Ooh, that was a nice chop. Damn. That was
Yeah.
loud.
Oh boy. Oh, Sling Blade.
Yeah.
And another one.
Oh.
That's a good drop kick. Uh-oh, what's going to happen? What is this?
Oh, damn. I like a
Is
good
it
old
gonna
fashioned chop
happen?
off, man.
Now that is some good lucha libre moves.
Yes, sir.
I think those were the double suicidas or sentons, along with the moonsault from the Vico. I can't pronounce his name. The one who does the insane moves like a Viking.
Ghostblade says Penta is also a chill dude. When he wrestled down here, I bought some merch from him for my brother, and he was taken back when I could speak fluent Spanish for him. That's cool, man. That's pretty cool.
Ooh.
I've heard I've heard Penta's pretty nice though. I've heard a lot of good stories about him.
Yeah. He was known as before he was Penta El Zero, there was Pentagon Junior,
Yeah.
Pentagon Dark, when he was manager by Vampiro, the legend Vampiro.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot that. I forgot that the Vampiro was his manager at one point. Damn, the
And
memory on you, man.
yeah, and we also and during AEW, besides Pentagon and Penta Zero, he was known as Penta El. I can't pronounce the O word. I think it's Oculus.
I think that's how it goes. I forget myself. Yeah, he met him on the Pentagon Junior name. That's badass though, man. That's pretty cool.
I'm guessing Lucha Underground or somewhere in Mexico or I don't know, or somewhere in Impact
It may
Wrestling.
have been
I'm guessing.
it may have been like an indie show because he used that name in the indies too. So
Yeah. I mean, I know I know I told you guys I met a lot of wrestlers though. The only wrestler I met in person, well, I don't know who I met in the only wrestler I met in person was the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart.
oh yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, me and my best friend, we met him though. We actually got a picture with him too.
He's a hell of a singer. I don't know if anybody knows that. The man can sing his ass off.
Yeah, he did write and all that, and also he also sang "Hung Up on You" if you look at it on YouTube, or was it
You know, I heard an urban legend. I don't know if it's true or not, but do you remember the Wolfpack? You remember the Wolfpack theme song from
NWO?
WCW? Yeah. As a, I'm not sure how true this is, but they say that Jimmy Hart wrote that song.
Yeah, and probably got someone else to sing the Wolfpack theme.
Right, like he was a writer of it. I heard. I'm not sure how true that is, but if that's true, that's pretty cool.
I mean, the singer goes, "Don't turn your back on the Wolfpack."
Yeah, that's how it goes.
You might
Yeah, I'm not
wind
sure how
up in
true
the
that
body
is.
bag.
Then again, I mean, a lot of people don't know that Jimmy Hart is he's a damn good musician. So it's not really hard to believe that he probably wrote that song.
Yeah, and they put it on YouTube, but they took it down. He did sing "Rap is Crap" before it was took over by the West Texas Rednecks.
I think he wrote that song. He wrote a lot of different things for for wrestling shows, like music wise.
And I guess including Shawn Michaels too. I'm guessing. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he did all that. I'm not sure who did all that, but I know Sean did his own
You know what else?
singing. Or
You know what else? Jimmy Hart's almost 80 years old as of New Year's Day.
oh yeah, that's true. Still with us, kicking and strong. You know.
Or as the words of Nonpoint, he's still alive and kicking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm glad they have this picture in picture. I mean, I've gotten so tired of just them going to commercials while a match is going on. But
Yeah.
I think that if they can, I mean, they can afford to do picture in picture. I mean, they should be able to do it on every other match. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean, because it's the network's money. I mean,
You mean, well, I'm on Hulu Live TV.
I'm saying like the network itself,
Oh,
like TNT itself. Said Jimmy Hart spoke on a podcast about him writing the Wolfpack theme song. Okay, so it is true.
so we
That's
got
pretty
our answer.
badass. Ghost Blade, thank you for that.
Man. Oh boy.
Oh man, look at this sequence. That was pretty cool. Got the double DDT. This is a pretty good main event, though. Actually,
A 6-man tag team match. Or they call it trios match.
trios, yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god, what a DDT!
Yeah. You know, speaking of trios though, I think it was earlier this year or later middle of the year that I posted on X and Twitter more formally.
I'm not
That
calling to X.
you know, you remember the House of Black were defending the trios championships in a 3-way trios match.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I call it the trios match for the trios championships
That makes sense. That makes a
because
lot of sense.
there's nine wrestlers, 3 in tag team. I mean 3 in trios.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, I don't know why AEW never called it the trios match for the trios championships.
Because it's too many trios. Too many times saying trios.
Well, I know I get that, but it's just, it's just that they got to have a name for all 9 men or
They
3
do. They're
or trios.
competitors.
So that's why I call it what I just said just a few moments ago.
Oh, damn.
And that was also probably the first time we actually saw that match ever happen with 9 men in the ring.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we did watch that.
Yeah.
They wanted to save money on the belt engraving. Good. That's a good point. Ghost Blade. I can't. That's a good point.
I think he's talking about what I just said.
Yeah, that's a good point, though. I never thought of it like that.
Well,
Save a
it's not.
pretty
Well,
penny.
it's not. Well, as I said, it's not about it's not about the engraving. There's 9 men, and there's 3 teams.
I know he was cracking a joke.
Oh, I
Get
gotta
it went over
start. I
your
gotta
head.
start. I gotta start. I gotta start. Knowing that instead of just asking or knowing why or what.
Oh, jeez.
You're
That was
talking
a
about the
rough
Canadian
landing.
Destroyer you just saw, didn't you?
Yeah.
Or what did he call it?
Oh my God.
All 6 men are down.
Jesus. I hate when they're all on the apron, man. That scares the hell out of me. Jesus Christ. Oh.
I know it's gotta hurt.
It hurts looking at it, man. Get off that apron, dude. Oh my God. Get off the apron. That scares the shit out of me. It's the
That's
hardest
gotta
part
hurt
of the
the
ring.
most.
Yeah, it's the hardest part. Jeez, man.
Especially when you're in the WWE, right next to the LED.
Oh yeah, that's super. Yeah, that's hard. That's super solid right there. Man, come on, man. They, oh man, this is pretty funny though. They're all laid out now. Actually, I mean, the match is better than I thought it would be. I am not disappointed.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if you're ahead of me or I'm ahead of you, but
I think you may be ahead of me a few seconds.
well, in that case, I'll keep my mouth shut.
Oh, jeez. Ugh. Those chops, man, hurt me.
Ouch.
Oh, Ghostblade says, I question why people think Randy Orton created the RKO. In reality, creator of the RKO or the cutter was Road Warrior Animal's brother, Ace, Johnny Ace. Actually, that is pretty true, though. I never thought about that. That's kind of true. Then him and DDP kind of took it and made the diamond cutter. But yeah, that's true facts. True facts, man. Good on you, Ghostblade.
Yeah. And just in case, RKO stands for like his real name.
Yeah.
Randy or Randall Keith Orton. Whoa.
Randy. I miss RK Bro. That was some funny stuff though.
Why? I mean, I know he's been in a lot of trouble, but why'd they have to fire Matt Riddle?
I mean, he became a liability, I think, in their eyes. You know, and he liked his nose candy, and that's one thing that's I'm pretty sure a lot of fans already knew. I mean, yeah, of course he's a stoner, but he liked his nose candy too, and I mean, there's been a lot of talk that he made problems backstage with people, but you really don't know you really don't know what's going on. I mean, because how we are is just spectating, you know.
The only thing I
But
like seeing Matt Riddle was in the fight pit against Seth Rollins at Extreme Rules.
yeah.
And
Oh
I'm not saying anything.
no, you can say something now. All right, man. I'm happy about that. Top flight back together. Let's hope they can stay away from injury. Ray and
Oh yeah,
RKO was a pretty cool team. Yes, Edge and Randy, though they were pretty cool together. Honestly, I think they were tag team champs too at one point.
yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, I.
What a show, man!
What a show indeed.
Wow. The shaking hands, show of good sportsmanship. 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 Sportsmanship.
Uh huh.
Oh man. So yeah, man, that was Rampage. I mean, Chris, what do you think about how do you think that the show fared? In your opinion, what rating would you give it?
I would give it a. I would give it an. I would give it an 8 because the main event was sportsmanship, as you said,
Yeah,
and it was a good trios match.
that's a damn good answer, man. You know what? I'm gonna agree with you on this. I'm gonna give it a solid 8 too, because it didn't
Yay!
disappoint. It didn't disappoint, and the main event was awesome. And I mean, the ladies match that was killer too. So yeah, I'm giving it a solid 8, just like you, man. So yeah.
Well,
So anything
finally,
else you wanna? Yeah, finally we're on the same page as the ratings. So yeah, man. Anything else you want to say? Sign this out.
uh, yeah, yeah. I know it's been a week now, but I hope that Shannon, the prodigy's mother, got some explaining to do either tomorrow night or next Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
as how does they say it? Shannon's got some explaining to do.
Yeah. Of course. Of course.
Well, we're gonna
Oh
find
man.
out. We're gonna find that out next week or maybe tomorrow night, whichever one come first.
Right. Thank you, Michael. Thanks for tuning in with us, man.
Yeah.
You're one of the goats, man. But yeah, that was Rampage for tonight. Uh Tomorrow, I believe we have AEZ Camp that making its return by popular demand. And also, I'm not sure. I think we're going to be doing a collision. I have to talk to Connor about that, but I'm sure it will be. But but yeah, join us here next time on the All Elite Zone. Uh, but yeah, anything else you want to add, Chris?
Well, I guess not.
All right, please subscribe if you haven't yet. We're pretty close to making our go. Well, actually, I think how many subscribers are we now? I gotta check it out. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in with us, and join us next time in the All Elite Zone. Peace.
Bye.